Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Psycho Gold. This is Psycho Gold Videos. Today I'm going to be watching Goblin Slayer. It took me a little bit longer to get around to recording this morning, but I'm doing it now. So, last time on Goblin Slayer, we had a brilliant episode where he teamed up with a posse of peeps, and the episode ended with them going off to slay a big collection of goblins. Now, the party seems to have a representative of every race. There's a human, there's an elf, there's a dwarf, there's a lizard man, and there's another human. So I suppose the humans have the majority of this particular party, but the cleric is easily the rookie of the crew, so... or the priest, should I say, sorry, the priestess is the rookie of the crew, but she's still an invaluable member of the team, being that she's both the healer and the blinder, which I suspect in those caves is going to be very, very handy. And we saw at the end of the last episode that the elf is an absolute beast with a bow and arrow, able to do things with physics in the wind that, quite frankly, beggars belief. We have yet to see what the dwarf and the lizard man bring to the party, or how good the elf is going to be in close combat, but I suspect she's going to rock some knives as well as she can rock the bow. And all of them together just came out of the forest like absolute badasses to some epic metal guitar going off. So I'm really looking forward to this episode where we get to see what happens when they step inside the cave to take on whatever awaits. I've also been forewarned that there might be a bit of a boss battle waiting, so this could be a very interesting episode. So without further ado, let's dive right in. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh! Okay, so I think this is, yeah, this is the opening. Oh! Okay. Wait, I don't remember this in the opening from last week. Or did I... I'm gonna have to rewatch it after this. He's covering himself in blood so they won't be smelled. The look on her face then was like, haha, I've had this done to me. Now I'll get to enjoy it being done to you. Oh no, this is the opening. I really like this opening though. The Strong. Oh, okay, there's some paintings on the wall. Yeah. It certainly looks like it. Oh, so she can read it? And he can half read it as well. I don't like the looks of this. Yeah. There's something not right about this particular gathering. Too late for what? What's happening? Oh, someone's chained up in there. Oh. Wow. Yeah, pretty much. Oh! Damn! Goblin Slayer! Nice! Yes! Brilliant. Like, I don't know what you all think I was gonna do, but I'm here to kill the little green things. Okay. Hello, little thing. What are you? A dragon tooth warrior. Oh, that's so cool. Damn. Little skeleton dude. I like the fact that they didn't break that elf's spirit, though. Chained up, probably had a lot of stuff done to her, but she was still like, kill them. She wasn't broken. I think she's just got into the idea of slaying goblins. Yeah, I had a feeling that was her. The music's picking up. Are we gonna get a little interesting fight sequence in a second? I know there's lots of people that are really like, oh, nice move. That are really like, ragging on this show, but I don't see why so many people are annoyed by this show. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I was gonna say, Goblin Slayer is like used to doing all of that on his own. It's emotional for her, just like it is for him. Oh, he's burning on the inside to go and kill some goblins. Okay. Though I'm still very curious as to what's leading them. Like, is it gonna be a goblin or is it gonna be something else, like a demon? Well, obviously they mentioned the fact that these demons are gathering armies. You'd think they'd want to gather, you know, if one demon could gather a horde of goblins to their side. Oh, stupor and silence. Wow. Damn. I like the lizard man's weapon. She's getting a little retribution out of her system there. Yep. Lizard man's praying there. There's more. It's making way too much of a racket to be a hobgoblin. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, that's a nice shot of the party. Oh! Oh! Okay. Wow. He's beast. Well, that would definitely infuriate him. Oh, he's mystical as well. Damn. He's huge, he's beefy, he's sentient, and he can cast magic. Oh my lord, look at the size of that thing. Oh, the priestess is stepping up. You shall not pass! Whoa! Oh, protection is breaking though. Come on. You gotta get a bit more power out of your staff. Did she cast it again? So she doubled up on it. Oh! Reinforcements are en route. Now you'd think the ogre would stop that from being cast, but... Oh, wait. There's more. Yes! He has a sword as well. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Okay, I think the ogre might have underestimated these guys. Oh! Yes, take his legs. Go for the Achilles heel. Didn't do as much damage as I thought it would, though. Oh! Oh, I thought it was going to heal then from the minute. Oh, crap, it did! He has a healing factor, that's why it didn't work. Yeah! The lizard man is definitely one of the more useful members of the party so far. The dwarf is the one who's disappointing me a little bit. I'd like to see a little bit more from him. Oh, that was close. Oh, okay. So of course he's got that bag of tricks, hasn't he? And some supplies. Oh, the music's just kicking in. Time to take this to the next level. Ha! This wouldn't be so difficult. Oh, he's bleeding. Ah, the music though. I love this show. Oh, wow. Oh, everybody's going for it. Except the lizard man. He's gonna use a scroll. Okay. Yep. That light is definitely coming from the scroll. Oh, what? It's literally cut to pieces. Oh my god, look at that shot. I linked it to the bottom of the sea. Oh, wow. The pressure of that. Jesus. That's like Rimuru's water blade times 1,000. To destroy a nest. That would definitely destroy a nest. But killing an ogre works too. He's just stood on him. Oh. Look at him. He's so terrifying. And there goes the ogre. Woo! Fatality. Dwarf's asleep. Can't tell if the lizard man's asleep or if he's just meditating, but adventures are supposed to be fun. Oh, okay, so she was like, that's what my adventures are like. This is no adventure. That couldn't be a better tagline for the show if it tried. Someday you'll take him on an actual adventure. Okay. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon though, love. He only has eyes for goblins. Oh! There's an after credits sequence. Okay. Oh! Hello? Oh, I'm guessing he's come back home. Adventures and daily life. Okay. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was episode 4 of Goblin Slayer. And it was actually a really, really good episode. That definitely lived up to the hype as far as I was concerned of the end of the last episode. I did not see that ogre coming. Traditionally speaking, the ogres in a lot of like the fantasy stuff that I've watched, they've kind of been big, dumb, slow, and useless. I mean, look at the ogres in Overlord. They, you know, they were tricked into working for Khan Village because they aren't really that strong, and they were taken out fairly easily by the army that did come of just regular humans. But if that ogre had been the type of ogre that was with Khan Village, they wouldn't have needed the army of goblins that came out with them. I mean, he was like, was he like demonic? He said that the army of goblins was granted to him by one of the demon lord generals, I think he said. And he just reminded me so much of almost like Nathrazim from Warcraft. Like, he looks like a monster, but he's really a demon, and he's there to sort of sow corruption and to manipulate people and to put himself into a position of power, but not reveal the fact that he is actually a demonic entity and he's just blending in as a monster of this world. But I love the idea of him still being a huge hulking brute with a healing factor, which I didn't see coming. But not only that, he is also one hell of a spellcaster, and his fireballs were ridiculous, man. They were huge. And he was actually pretty quick with that big sword staff. I'm not really sure what it was, but he was actually very quick with it. You know, they only just about dodged it, and quite a few times, you know, he got the skeleton, which was sad times, but he also hit Goblin Slayer and sent him flying into the pillar and took him out of the fight temporarily. He nearly got the dwarf on several occasions, and he technically did hit the elf, but she was able to dodge and recover in midair and land on the ground safely. But that was a hell of a fight, and that moment when Goblin Slayer starts, you know, drinking the potions and breaks the glass and then gets up and he's like, to hell with this, it's time to end it. And he just opens up that scroll, and I was like, I had no clue what was going on. At first I thought it was light, but obviously now I know what it was that the spell did. Yeah, I mean, that pressure of water coming out of that tiny gap, that water would have been insane. I mean, the way it just cut him to ribbons is totally plausible. I mean, that ogre stood absolutely no chance. I don't think anything would have stood that much of a chance. It was like I said, Rimuru's water blade times 1,000. That was just so cool. I didn't see that coming. He just didn't know what kind of magic was in the scroll, and it turned out it was actually what a lot of them would consider a really basic scroll. but they didn't have the creativity to use it in such a way. Which is funny, because I think anyone who's a gamer has had those sorts of thoughts whenever they play games that involve magic or games that involve spellcasting. And, you know, whenever you get like a portal gun in Portal, or you get a way to, you know, connect to places, being able to use that as a weapon is always on a lot of gamers' minds. And it's interesting to see Goblin Slayer be so creative and intelligent with his use of, you know, weapons. In the first episode, we saw him using traps. In the second episode, we saw him using the priestess's spells in different ways than what she would use them. And then in this one, he kind of knew that he needed, you know, what party composition to use. He was kind of guiding them to use what spells and when. He knew that he needed another person, so that's why he had him summon the skeleton warrior. And obviously, he was realizing that they weren't going to win just fighting him traditionally, so it was time to bust out a scroll. And my god, when he was standing on his torso, and he was like, you know, what was your name again? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. And then just slices his face. I was like, yeah, that's like the ultimate insult to his injury. Like, he doesn't even know what your name is, and quite frankly, he doesn't care, because you're dead anyway. And we also got to see the priestess do her impression of Gandalf, which was brilliant. I love the fact that they demonstrated that she is not only useful, if it wasn't for her, they would have all died in their first encounter with the ogre. Her holy powers are more than enough to make up for the fact that she is quite the inexperienced member of the group. And she is getting better with every single episode, because obviously we established that since she originally joined Goblin Slayer and this adventure, they have gone and done things together. And, you know, she's got proper armor, she has a bit more combat experience, and she's more aware of her surroundings. So it's really nice to see her develop, and the way she was kind of, not guiding, but kind of like the other hand to Goblin Slayer when it comes to dealing with the rest of the party, especially the elf. I really liked their interactions, and I also like the fact that when they found the goblin woman, you know, chained up, everybody thought that he was going to move in and like put her out of her misery, but he wasn't. He knew that there was a goblin there, and that's what she was trying to warn them about, and she was like, kill this thing, and he was like, but of course. And then he just like turned around and he's like, I have no clue what the four of you were like panicking about, but I'm only here to slay goblins. And it's like, yeah, perfect. That's just brilliant to me. That, like, I know everybody is trying to convince me that he is mad, but I don't think he's mad. He is single-minded. He is not well adjusted. He definitely has psychological issues, but that does not make him mad. It's very different to having psychological stress and, you know, PTSD, and he's channeled it all into a very healthy goblin slaying mindset. He is pretty much identical to any 80s action hero after their family's been killed. And Marvel have been making money off of that very same principle with the Punisher, and DC have their own versions of those sorts of characters, and that archetype is never going to go away anytime soon. Look at the popularity of John Wick, and that was over a dead puppy, which, let's face it, resonated with more people than any time you saw someone's wife or kid getting brutally killed. Like, hurting an animal is always going to pull those heartstrings with animal lovers, and that's pretty much all of us, myself included. And this is exactly the same. He just wants to kill goblins because as a kid he had to watch his older sister go through a lot, and that's all he cares about. The rest, life itself is secondary to killing goblins. But this episode to me just reinforces the fact that whilst he isn't a normal functioning member of society as society would have him be, he is still all in there. Like, he is capable of rational thought. He is not so single-minded that he would put other people's lives at risk. He wouldn't just leave her chained up and be like, sorry, you're not a goblin, love, I couldn't care less about you, I'm here to kill them. You know? And I just think that maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's going to be episodes later on that prove that he is more deranged than he's letting on, but to me, he seems to have a handle on his own issues, and killing goblins is all he cares about, and I'm really enjoying the show. I freaking love the music. Every time it kicks in, you just know something epic is about to go down, and I absolutely thoroughly love the art style and the animation. This and Slime are easily my two favorite. The fact that I'm watching both this and that time I got reincarnated as a Slime and Gridman, 3 shows that have incredible artwork, is just so good and such a breath of fresh air after the 3rd season of Overlord. It really does make Overlord look bad having watched these 3. Like 3 really good art shows, and then you look back at some of the stuff in Overlord with its not so great CGI and it's like, oh, it stands out a mile now. It really does. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for today. Sorry it obviously was delayed because I was away at Comic-Con, but at least I told you that before I left, so fingers crossed we will be going back on time on Saturday for the next episode. I personally can't wait. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up, it really helps the channel, and it also helps this video get out there and more people watch it, and obviously the more people watch it, the better it is for all of us, because it means that there are more views coming in, which means I have more time to do this stuff, because it's all a big snowball effect, which is great. Please also leave me comments down below, because I absolutely love reading your comments. And if you're new around here, don't forget to click the subscribe button. We do our best to post videos as often as I can. It's not quite daily, but every other day at the moment seems to be the way I'm going. Obviously all the schedules are completely off this week because I've been away at Comic-Con. But hopefully as of next week we'll be back to normal, so yeah. So make sure you also click that bell to get notified when videos go live. But I'm afraid that's it for me for right now. So as always, I am Psycho Gold, and I will see you in my next video. Psycho Gold, out.